Hello class and welcome to week number 2 of PSYU 333. Let's talk about what is due this week. Once I finish this announcement, there will be a week 2 overview in text, and I will include the video as well there, but it's helpful to be able to review this video and the text, as I know that students do learn differently and different modalities help students. If I click on content, I'm going to go down to week 2, and as we explore this week, you're going to see the first little bullet there is week 2 overview. We're going to have the spotlight summary, which you can listen to keep your gears going and turning about this week. The various topics that we're going to be covering are noted here. You can go to the week at a glance, which is attached and is loading right now. When it loads, you're going to see at the very top a quote. Here it goes, the course learning objectives that we are going to be covering this week, and then a checklist for this week, which I will review momentarily in the course shell. Those items in black are not graded. Oh, what happened? And those in blue are graded. All right, let's get back to the shell. So here's another graphic showing here. My computer's glitching a bit. Here it is, where it has the ungraded work, your readings, reviewing additional materials, what we'll look at in a second, and to start working on the finer paper proposal that is due in week 3. We'll review that in a little bit here, where you can find it and how to start working on that. You do have a discussion board and quiz 2. Your week 2 learning resources, you're going to find 2 different narrated PowerPoints. You want to click in there to be able to access the narration. And then several videos to review and a podcast, and then additional resources down here below that you can utilize if you so choose. All right, what is graded? You have your week 2 discussion board. You can access it via discussions, which I'll do now, or if you can click on this one, it will go directly to the discussion. All right, let's go down to week number 2. All right, here it notes what you are going to be doing. For your initial posting, it says Chapter 6 focuses on the visual system during our study for this week. For your initial discussion board posting, which is due Thursday by midnight, you are to research one visual problem, difficulty, condition, or aberration. And it notes it should be at least 300 words in length, making sure to cite your resources in APA formatting. Once you find this visual problem, difficulty, condition, or aberration, for your initial posting, you are to provide a summary of the difficulties that are experienced within this visual deficit and also the brain structures that are associated with the impairment. You're going to find throughout this course there's a lot of research within the discussion boards. I think this is important because then it allows you to dive into some intense application through this. And then your response posting, remember there are prompts for each response within the discussion board. You're going to find at least one treatment modality for the visual deficit that your peer described in their initial posting. It's taking it a step further. We talked about the difficulties, the structures. How would you treat it then? And review how this associated treatment will overall impact for the areas associated with the deficits and or condition. You need to respond to 2 peers Sunday by midnight, and it has a minimum of 100 words. It should not be difficult to do so. And it notes here, make sure there are 2 different visual deficits. We want to make sure that you're not finding the same one and basically repeating your response to your peers. The other thing you have due is quiz number 2, and you can find that here, or if you click on quizzes, you'll go down to quiz number 2, and click here, and you'll be able to start the quiz. For me, since I am not a student, I don't have the start quiz button down here, but that is due Sunday by midnight as well. All right, I mentioned how I'm going to briefly review the proposal that's due next week, or just show you where you can find it. If you click on week number 1, it will take you to week 3 final assignment. It will say proposal, and actually you have to go to the assignments to find this. So I'll click on that there, or you can click go to the assignment. If you click on this, you will find the assignment instructions or information here. There's some information about peer-reviewed journal articles, and here is where you're going to click on the assignment instructions. So when you click on that, it will take you to this PDF that is still loading, and you're going to see a detail of what is expected within the final assignment proposal. It's pretty brief, and I'm not going to review it too much this week as it's due next week, but just wanted to get your gears rolling about this in case you want to start working on it this week. And you're going to notice the rubric is down here below. All right, that is it for week number 2. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach back out to me, and I look forward to this week. Thank you.